Okay, so get this right. We're going deep today, like seriously deep into some conspiracy theories.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Our listeners, they've sent over these excerpts. They're from a book. It's called Bloodlines of the Illuminati.
I've heard of this one.
Have you? Well, it claims to like expose this whole network of like powerful families, and they're all, kind of secretly controlling everything that happens,
Hmm.
global events, all that.
Yeah. Classic conspiracy theory territory.
Right. So I got to ask you, I mean, I'm really curious about this whole idea of Illuminati families. Who are these people? Like, what's their deal?
Well, this book, it basically lays out this whole theory that a select, like a really small group of families, they've been, doing their thing for centuries, marrying amongst themselves, amassing all this power, and basically becoming like the puppet masters of history, right?
Puppet Masters of History. Okay, I'm already hooked. So, names. Give me some names. Who are we talking about here?
So the book, it throws around a whole bunch of names, but some of the big ones, let's see, they really focus on the Rockefellers, for example.
The Rockefellers, okay.
They basically say that they're like a central force, like right in the middle of it all, this whole supposed Illuminati with
Right.
their, fingers and everything, finance, politics, even like religion, healthcare, you name it.
The Rockefellers, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows they're like ridiculously wealthy. Are we really saying that they're like controlling everything from the shadows? Like, is there anything to actually back that up? Or
That's the thing. The book tries to connect the dots, right? They point to their, obviously their immense wealth, but then also their involvement in these big global organizations. Think like the United Nations, for example. And then all their philanthropy,
okay,
which, according to the book, is like strategically used to further kind of their own agenda.
it's more about like the influence their money gives them and how they use that to kind of steer things in a certain direction.
Right. They paint it as a very deliberate kind of influence.
Okay, I can see how that would raise some eyebrows.
Definitely.
So who else is on this Illuminati family tree we're building here?
Okay, well, right up there with the Rockefellers, you got the Rothschilds.
Oh, the Rothschilds, of course.
Yeah, and they really play up the whole secretive banking dynasty angle with them. Super notorious, allegedly manipulating European politics, controlling global finance, maybe even like orchestrating wars and economic crashes, all for their own gain.
Okay, hold on. The Rothschilds, like secretly controlling the world's money.
Yep.
Now that sounds like something straight out of a Bond film.
Right. It's a pretty wild story they're weaving.
It is, it is.
And they try to back it up, with historical events, tie it to real people, which I guess, even if the evidence is, I don't know, maybe shaky,
Sure, sure.
it definitely makes it more intriguing.
No, absolutely. I mean, I'm hooked. So, okay, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, who else? Who else is in on this global takeover?
All right, so this next one, it might seem a little, I don't know, out there,
Okay.
but they claim that Walt Disney,
Walt Disney.
yeah, Walt Disney himself was a major player.
Like Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney.
Yep. They say he wasn't just some entertainer, but like a master propagandist, right? Using his films and theme parks to, subtly push this Illuminati agenda.
Wait, hold on. You're saying there's like a dark side to the happiest place on earth? Come on. What's the deal with Disney then?
Well, they dive deep into all this stuff about Disney's supposed connections to, like, Freemasonry, the occult, all that, saying his work is full of hidden symbols, subliminal messages, all designed to, I guess, mess with our subconscious, right? They even break down, like, specific scenes, the music in his films, saying it's all coded language about mind control and this new world order they're trying to create.
Whoa, okay. Now, I gotta admit, some of those Disney movies did always have like a few strange webs to them, but I always thought that was just me. Now I kind of want to go back and watch like Fantasia with this whole Illuminati thing in mind.
Right. See, it's definitely thought-provoking.
It is.
Even if, it's mostly speculation, interpretation, not exactly hard evidence.
Sure, sure. So we've got these families, they're apparently running the show, governments, banks, the entertainment we watch. But what's the end game? Like, what are they trying to achieve with all this power?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. And maybe a little scary, too. It all leads to this, see, the New World Order. That's their big goal, according to the book.
New World Order. Okay, yeah, I've heard that before, but like, what does it actually mean? We're talking like one world government,
Yeah,
super scary sci-fi stuff.
pretty much. They're saying these families, they want total control, right? Governments, economies, even like what we think and believe, all under their thumb, ruling from the shadows.
Hold on. That's a big leap, right? I mean, they can't just like walk into the UN and say, all right, we're in charge now. How are they supposed to pull that off?
Patience? They've got centuries of practice, apparently. The book says it's all about strategy, manipulation, even like, they call it orchestrated chaos.
Orchestrated chaos. Okay, now that just sounds messy.
Right. So they go into this thing called Hegelian dialectics.
Never heard of it.
Basically, the idea is they create problems or like make existing problems worse on purpose.
Okay.
And then they swoop in with the solutions, which sound good, right? But it's all designed to give them more power, move things closer to, you guessed it, the New World Order.
So it's like they're playing both sides.
Yeah.
Creating the problem and the solution so they always win.
Exactly. Control the narrative, control the outcome.
Sneaky. But do they give like real examples of this Hegelian dialectics thing?
Oh, yeah. They bring up a bunch of historical events, but the one that really stuck out was Hitler.
Hitler, as in Nazi Germany Hitler.
The book claims the Illuminati, especially the Rothschilds, with all their money, they were secretly funding like both sides of World War II.
Whoa. Hold up. They're saying the Illuminati bankrolled the Nazis.
Fueling the conflict, profiting off the chaos. That's the claim.
That is a lot to unpack. But I guess that's the point, right? There's supposed to be this untouchable force operating on a whole other level.
Pulling the strings, and most people have no idea. That's the scary part.
Yeah, it's all very matrixy, isn't it? Like we're just living in their simulation.
Right. But even if we take it all with a grain of salt, you know, it
Yeah.
makes you think.
Oh, absolutely.
Nah.
It's healthy to be a little skeptical, I think.
For sure. But that's what I love about this stuff. It challenges what we think we know, you know, makes us look at the world a little differently.
I'm with you there. Okay, so let's say, just for fun, this New World Order thing, it's real. What's it going to look like? What kind of world are these Illuminati families trying to create?
Well, the book doesn't exactly paint a pretty picture. It's not exactly sunshine and rainbows, let's put it that way. They're talking about a world, it's like super controlled, right? Constant surveillance. You can forget about freedom and like this one central power making all the decisions.
Okay, yeah, now we're in like full-on dystopian movie territory. And you said before, most people wouldn't even know, right? Like they'd be totally oblivious.
Totally. It'd be like everything seems normal on the surface, but underneath it's all just, you know, manipulation. The book talks about them using technology, propaganda, maybe even like mind control stuff to keep everyone in line.
Okay, now that just sent chills down my spine. It's like Big Brother, but instead of a face on a screen, it's this like shadowy group of families. But here's the thing, right? If they already have so much power, governments, banks, media, like you said, why haven't they done it already? Why haven't they gone public with this New World Order?
Well, the book's theory is it's a process. Think of it like they're playing the long game, slowly, gradually increasing their influence, pulling the strings behind the scenes, you know. Little by little, they chip away at our freedoms, always with some good excuse like it's for our safety or to improve society, something like that.
So, like, they're playing 4D chess while the rest of us are stuck on checkers. I get it, but it still seems weird, right? If they're so good at being secretive, why even write a book like this? Bloodlines of the Illuminati, it seems like. Counterproductive, you know?
That's a great point. The book actually addresses that. One theory is it's about ego. Like, they're so powerful they can't resist bragging a little, leaving clues, you know, almost like they want to be found out. The other theory is even wilder. They say it's intentional, like they're putting the idea out there, getting us used to it, so when it happens, we're conditioned to accept it.
Man, that is wild. Planting the seed, normalizing the whole thing, that is honestly kind of terrifying. It's like they want us to just give up, you know?
I know what you mean. It can feel overwhelming.
It does.
But that's the thing about a book like this, you know? It makes you confront these crazy possibilities, makes you question everything.
No, totally. It's like we started talking about, like, secret families and global conspiracies, but it really does make you think about some much bigger stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what is truth? Who can we trust? And, like, what does it even mean to be free in a world like this?
Exactly. It's a rabbit hole for sure.
It really is.
But hey, sometimes asking the questions is more important than having the answers. Maybe this deep dive will, you know, make some people curious, go do their own research, come to their own conclusions about what's really going on out there.
Couldn't agree more. Well said. And that, my friends, is a wrap on this deep dive into the world of the Illuminati, at least according to Bloodlines of the Illuminati, that is.
Yes.
We've covered it all, from shadowy families to global conspiracies, even a glimpse into a possible future. Whether you believe it all or you think it's a load of, well, it's definitely given us a lot to think about.
It has. And hey, remember, knowledge is power. Keep asking questions, keep an open mind, and don't be afraid to dig a little deeper. You never know what you might find.
Absolutely. Until next time.